Hi Taurus, here is a general look at your solar chart for October 2016, and this is a month when practical considerations will be on your mind. You might have to deal with a lot of little details, thinking about maintenance and repairs, but also health matters. So you might have more conversations with service providers or health providers, that kind of thing. Or it might not be like that. It might be that you've just got more niggly details on your mind, maybe more paperwork to do with the job, to do with daily chores. Now, there's a few things going on this month. There's some very rapid transits. So the first transit to mention would be Pluto going over, rather Sun going over Pluto. That's the end of the first week, around about there. So there could be a more involved situation there, maybe a little bit more intense. And you are feeling that you're not totally in control of the situation. However, the outcome is likely to be positive given the position of Pluto. And then it's such a quick one, so it's not going to be stuff that's too deep. And then in the middle of the month we get the Sun going across Uranus, and that for you would be in the sign before yours. So that might mean something unexpected which shifts your inner feelings on something. It can also mean that you are involved in a situation of support, either you being supported or in a kind of maybe a situation where the care is needed, either for yourself or from yourself to others, or some kind of supportive sort of support situation. Again, a really speedy one, that one. And then we have Mars meeting up with Pluto in the third week. This might cause a little bit of conflict or clash of egos there, but if you handle it well, given the very, very good position of Pluto in your chart, and at that time Mars, then you should make some kind of breakthrough, maybe connected to people at a distance to yourself, or somebody who is from a different culture or background, who has an expertise maybe as well that you're consulting with, or somebody indeed, if you turn that around, who's consulting with you and sees you who's got the expertise, or from a different culture or background. So it can go both ways round. And then at the very end of the month we get Venus going over Saturn, so watching your P's and Q's there, maybe feeling as though you have to be sort of a bit poker faced, or just watching your step, but actually having quite strong feelings inside of you, because Venus is going to be from the 18th anyway in the place where somebody can touch your feelings deeply, or you have deeper feelings, or deepening of feelings in a certain situation. You're just more involved in a certain situation. Yeah, that's one way it can work. Another way it can work is that if you're in a negotiation type situation, a bargaining, bartering situation, a thrashing things out between you, putting your cards on the table situation, you're likely to get the support that you need. You're likely to strike a good deal even. You're likely to find that materially things do go in your favor a little bit more there. Okay, so from the beginning of the month we have the Sun in this area of maintenance, repairs. Maybe it's to do with your physical, maybe it's to do with your chores you've got every day, your work commitments that you've got every day. And then Mercury is up until the 7th actually playing around with ideas, maybe connecting more with the young people energy, or connecting more with creative energy, sort of leisure type energy, that kind of thing. yeah, just that more playful area. Then from the 7th, Mercury joins the Sun in this area, which is more practical. It's about service. It's about providing service from you to you, to do with work, or to do with health and exercise. And then we have Venus up until the 18th in a very, very favorable place for Venus. Affairs of the heart very well starred there, and you having a rapport, you know, with another, or at least feeling that there is another there for you, that you can rely on. Maybe it's fleeting, maybe it's like you know, long term, but it is a quick transit. It comes in from the back end of September. So however it is for you, you're likely to be enjoying somebody else's company, you know, whether it's just for like a short time or a longer time, but the tendency is there. Then Mars is in a very outgoing, expansive area all month. So we have quite a lot of inward, or rather, shall we say, no, practical sort of put my head down, get this sorted out energy around. But then we have Mars in this really expansive area to do with like the world is your oyster. This is a time for travel. This is a time for, so it's really it's chalk and cheese. And it is a good time for signing up for something, enrolling in something, getting somebody's opinion, getting a second opinion, getting a third opinion. This is the time for you to be giving the opinion, you to be giving the experience and sharing with others in whatever way. Time for you to get into unfamiliar territories, to just take a different way home, you know, and see what happens. Or maybe if you've got a regular sort of little track that you go round, either for shopping or for work or for just having a walk, go the opposite, reverse it. Try well, not for work of course, but try, and if you've got a little regular sort of stamping ground, try and turn it all around the other way. And seeing things just from another angle is enough to trigger and be the kind of catalyst in your brain for a different slant, a different view, it will just start things off probably. Well, who can say, but you know, and getting out and about more anyway, shaking out the cobwebs. That's a good thing for this position of Mars. And then from the 23rd, you're going to benefit more from the support or contribution of others in close relationship. Then from the 23rd, we start getting into the relationship area. Mars is still in that position there, and yeah, it's a good time. You know, watch out in the 3rd week for that ego clash thing, and maybe, you know, feeling things and being more sensitive. But other than that, it doesn't look bad. It just is something that I should flag up to you. So it's a time for more cooperation, collaboration, compromise with, that'll be more center stage in your life from the 23rd, just beginning to come in there. Saturn is going to be in your 8th house for a while, this is a transition house, but the transition is very slow. So emotionally, a very, very slow transition, a slow waking up, or a slow insight, or a slow series of wakings up and insights. This is the month for all of the signs that we are finally going to shake off the shackles, as I would say, for of Saturn, Neptune, which has been bringing in ambiguity over several months, since June really, making it difficult to get the clarity that we need to make an informed decision about what somebody's telling us, you know, and also about what's going on maybe in the world, and not being able to figure it out, and how that might apply to me here in my life, my everyday life, you know. And you know, it's easy to fret over things, or to spiral into a false way of thinking on something, and for you, you know, maybe these are circumstances beyond your control. Maybe members of the group are doing things which are like crazy. or certain friends, or like you're not really seeing what's going on for them or where they are coming from, but they in their turn are not seeing what's going on for you and where you're coming from. So anyway, this is now dissolving away, this energy, and not so much in the first half of October, but more in the second half of October, and you will get more clarity coming in, more absolute, this is how it has really been, or this is what we've got. Okay, I can make a decision now. And it gives you the chance to become more active in a progressive kind of way. You feel as though the ball maybe is starting to roll forwards in whatever it is, whether it's group related, whether it's in your personal friendships, whether it is in the larger sort of global community of the world, or just your little part of the world, however that feels to you. Now Jupiter will be in your area of health and work until the 9th. Health and work until October the 2017, and this is going to really help you out with all matters related to you being there as a service to others, but also others being there as a service to you. This actually, I should have mentioned it earlier, Jupiter will be lit up by the transit of Mercury going through there, and you may be being given, you getting the expertise given to you, the information given to you, which is health related, work related, exercise related, these practical things, computer related, car related, anything which is to do with communications, but also anything which is to do with the material, physical side of life. And then, of course, the Sun is going to be going across Jupiter there as well. The Sun is going to be going across Jupiter there as well from the until from it's at the end of September actually. So that again is going to kind of open your open up the potential there for having more support, maybe in that area there, or being the one that is perhaps there for others. It could be working either way. And you Taurians born from the 22nd of April to the 1st of May, or with 3 to 12 degrees rising, going to feel that energy the most. And for Saturn, those of you born the 29th of April to the 6th of May, or with 10 to 16 degrees rising, you're going to feel that energy the most this month, but probably just a little bit on either side. But the whole sign will be feeling that, and that is it for October. If you know your rising sign and your moon sign, listen to those, and also the basics of this material is written up on my website, DianaGarland.com, and I'll see you the next time.